Hey, welcome to WePod.
So, we just finished watching the OA on Netflix. We started yesterday.
No, was it yesterday?
Yeah, we started yesterday. And then we stayed up, I think, till like after midnight watching a lot of episodes until we got tired and decided we need to go to sleep.
Yeah.
We probably could have watched the whole thing, but we would have been up till like 4 or 5 a.m. and we're not that young anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, we're still young.
Not that young.
Yeah, no, we can't tell them our age. Gotta keep it secret.
Keep it safe.
But, no, the series was good.
Okay, yeah, so that's why we stayed up till midnight watching, because it was very compelling. It was like, it was really good. It was like, mad suspense. It was like, what was going to happen next? Mm-hmm. And then there was like really interesting filming too. It was like, stuff looked pretty. It was really cool. And it was like, you had all this interesting stuff going on. Mm-hmm. And then you got to the last episode, and, I immediately said, we need to go tell YouTube about this, because I have this anger in me, and I need to get it out. What the fuck was that?
It was at the last episode where I realized that the actual director is M. Night Shyamalan. He decided to get to the end and then just pull what the twist, out of his head.
No, M. Night Shyamalan has had more satisfying endings than this thing.
People would argue
this has,
you with that.
It's just it's poor writing. It's like, okay, you have this cool shit developing, and then at the end you're like, oh, is she just crazy, or was it real? We don't know. It's like, okay, well, you start to hate Hap watching the show. You're like, oh, cool. I want to see them all travel to this dimension, and I want to see Hap get sucked into hell or whatever because he's a fucking dick. I want to see these people escape, and then we don't even know if it's real.
Yeah, I think they implied that he discovered books under her bed, which I guess he made the connection that she was reading in her spare time to help cope with her being captured. But they never expand on that. They never tell you that's what it is. At the end,
and it was just like, oh, Homer is because this is the Iliad. It was like, and what did the other books have to do with any of them?
Oh, no, the other books was like, oh, she's reading about angels. Oh, she's reading about, 5 people. But, the Russian spy and everything. Remember, I think that was a book about that. And then at the end you see that, she's on medication again, and she has something on her leg to prevent her from running away. Yeah, well, that was a
house monitoring device.
So what was it that she was just crazy?
No, that's the thing. We don't know. And that's what pisses me off, is that they leave it open-ended like that. I'm sorry, but it's kind of like, I don't know, I think it's a trope at this point. I think it's lazy at this point to leave stuff open-ended. Yeah. It's like, no, I wanted a conclusive ending where they explain what it is, and you know what, if you wanted to leave it open-ended and cool, you have her get to the other side, and then you make weird shit there that doesn't quite make sense. Yeah. They do show her being like Homer at the end, so we don't know if she died, or, I think she did die, but we don't quite know what was going on, but it was just and if this is...
That's upsetting. I wanted to see what happened after Hap ran away, and they never got to how she jumped over the bridge.
Yeah, they never got to that. They never got to so much shit, and it was just I don't know.
It seemed like the FBI dude already knew stuff.
Yeah, why was the FBI dude in her house?
In her house at that point.
In the middle of the night. The therapist or whatever the hell, he's in her house. It's like, okay, well, we know why Alfonso's in there. He's trying to get stuff to find shit out.
Yeah.
The fuck is the therapist in the house?
Yeah, also, wait, her story wasn't not true. They found the Japanese video of her playing on the subway.
Yeah, so it's like she was in New York. She was missing 7 years. We just don't know what happened to her.
Yeah. I was telling...
did she make this shit up because she was in some other horrible
I was telling Whooper, this is very similar to The Life of Pi, where I'm not going to spoil it for, Whooper or for, viewers, but it's kind of like... You spend that movie watching a story about what happened to these people, and then at the end it's it's kind of the same thing where it's well, this is how reports say it actually happened. Now which story do you believe? And that was it kind of at the end.
Yeah, this is bullshit. This bullshit.
I think that movie did it better than this because it was kind of more direct with it. This is just kind of, it didn't explain anything.
And the other thing is you kind of got to see the backstories that some of the people were dealing with, and I think it was it kind of reminded me of that 90s show, Touched by an Angel. Did you ever watch that?
I never really watched that.
I watched some of that. No, it was always they would, meet people and they'd help them out with some problem or something that they were dealing with. And it's she was kind of doing that. All the people that, the 5 people that were helping, or 4 people, 5 that were helping her or whatever, they all had some type of problem. and it was interesting, but it seemed like, some of them didn't get the same level of character development that the others did, or like backstory. Like the teacher, we found out what her deal was.
Yeah.
And then, the kid with the anger issues, we kind of got to see what his deal was with
never really
his
found
parents.
Out. Yeah, I never really found out too much about the trans kid.
Yeah, we never found out too much about the trans kid, and we also never found out too much about that kid who, had the weed pillow at the end.
Yeah.
We didn't really find out much about him, just that, like, he had a parent that killed himself.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, oh, we're just expected to know that this person has trauma because this person in their life committed suicide. It's not like we really got to see what it meant for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was... Yeah, so I was kind of disappointed about that.
And also, she was having the dream. She did predict the shooting, so like it's a mix of like, was she bullshitting or?
Yeah, and then they did the movements at the shooting, but didn't get shot at. So obviously it did something. I'm just disappointed. I don't know how the fuck it has like almost 5 stars on Netflix. That is bullshit. Okay, you could give the first 7 episodes 5 stars, but the last one, no. No, you can't, because the last episode was bullshit.
What is it, like an unfairly weighted scale? Like,
I'm going to tell you what this is.
That's it.
This is like a
lowest score is the
This is like a student who gets like 90s on all their exams, and then on the day of the final, they don't show up, or they walk in like 15 minutes before the exam is over, and they're in their pajamas, and they're like all jacked up on caffeine, and like, oh, can I have the test, please, please, please? And they're like, there's only 15 minutes. And I never had that, but like, yeah, only.
What do you mean I didn't get an A for the class? I passed all the other exams.
Actually, no, in a situation like that, you can still, it depends. You can still pass, but you're probably not going to get that A.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that A. No, I'm sorry. You know what? The last episode, I am upset. And you know what? Big props to Netflix, because you've succeeded in waste his or her time or their time or whatever gender pronoun 2016.
I'm feeling myself.
Waste her time 2016 Netflix. You nailed it.
I just realized I also feel myself getting triggered again because of the whole how Bleach treated me. I've read that for 10 years, and the ending actually made me regret sticking with it for that long just to get to an ending.
Yeah, it was like, why the fuck did we stay up till midnight watching it just for it to end like that?
It's like legitimately after seeing the Bleach ending, it made me not want to tell anyone to get into the series because it's not worth it. I don't know if I'll tell people about the same way for this too.
You know what? On the bright side, at least we did not stay up until like 4 or 5 a.m. marathoning this series. I would be so much more upset if we stayed up till like 5 a.m. watching the rest of it. I would just be so angry.
Yeah.
I would be so upset. This Netflix.
And then you had to go to sleep with that ending.
God, yeah. Well, I mean, we all kind of have to go to sleep with that ending. It's like late now. It's just not midnight now.
Yeah.
Netflix, fuck you. Fuck you.
Waste your time, 2016.
Like and subscribe.